questionable. My God. Ryan Fraser then. Sorry, hi, back of the net. Welcome, I'm Sam, blah, blah, blah. Doing some work this morning, and then I hear an interview on Radio Solent that's been transcribed by the Bournemouth Echo. Ryan Fraser has made some comments with regards to his performance for the first part of the season, saying, I didn't play for the team, amid speculation over his future. No shit. With regards to the rest of the games coming up, 14 to go, he said, I'm going to try my best and I'll always enjoy it. But he does admit that so far this season, he has not been as good as he'd hoped. He said, I think everyone knows what's going on, to be honest with you. It's affected me. The first 4 months of the season, I wasn't myself. I didn't play for the team. I'm honest enough to admit that. I look back at it, I spoke to my family about it, and it just looked bad on me. And I didn't help the team, and I felt bad about it. Yeah, given how much you're paid, you should. The last month or so, I've been trying to put it right. It shouldn't have taken me that long to realise, but I'm my own worst critic, and I've apologised to the lads, and that's all I can do. I can only move on now and just try my best. And I asked about what the future holds. He said, all I can really say is in the next 6 months, I will give everything for the club. And he said about this poor form, it won't be happening again. I can give everything, I can track back, I can try and get my assists and try and get my goals to help the club be where it should be in the Premier League. But after that, I don't know what's going to happen. I'll fight for the club, fight for the badge, fight for my teammates, but my mates as well in the team. I'll fight for the manager and the fans. That's all I can say right now. And what will be, will be. What a funny time to have a statement, put out a statement like that. How odd is that? Why not just make your actions show on the pitch rather than say that kind of stuff? You did really well against Brighton, wee man. I thought you were excellent, but I don't really get it. A lot of the things that he said this season has been mistimed. It's been naive. And it's almost like they are orchestrated master strokes with the aim of somehow getting a move to wherever the hell you want to go. It's not worked and it's not working. And 2 days before transfer deadline day, or one, that's coming out. It just seems a really odd thing to say. Not sure who his agent is, not sure who it was, whether he's had a change, but it might as well be Paul Chuckle. Either way, Bournemouth fans, don't really care. No individual is actually bigger than the club. Apart from what I said on Twitter, maybe Nathan Ake. However, as long as you put the hard yards in, Ryan, and you keep us in the Premier League, that is all we can ask for. You've been off your game, and also many of your teammates have as well. So in a way, some credit should go to you for being the player to come out and say these kind of things, because these opinions have got the fans agitated. If it was Steve Cook saying these things, then yeah, there would be a lot of annoyance, but not so much, because you're a guy that wants to leave our club, and it's quite clear you do. And other players, well, they want to stay. Nathan Ake, he's probably going to get gone before you do, but he's acted with decorum, putting in minimum 8 out of 10 performances week in, week out, and has been an absolute class apart, even when we've been awful. Yes, he's had bad games, but he doesn't have to make it all about him. And this has been all about you, Ryan, and it's just, it's shocking. When you leave the club, not if, when, a number of your attributes are going to be really missed. The way you get your head down, you run at defenders, you're direct, you're quick, you're pacey, your ball retention's fairly good. But one of the things that won't be missed is your attitude recently, and you've sullied it. You've basically manufactured this cloud that's been hovering above your head for the last X amount of months. And now you're realising that it's not benefiting you with performances on the pitch. And it's not benefiting the transfer that you actually want to get. I don't particularly understand. Many of us, including myself, are going to be very nonplussed on the day you walk away. I would like to look at it with a lot of dewy-eyed reminiscence and be like, yeah, you know, those were great days. But now I'm just thinking of the bad stuff, and it shouldn't be like that. You've got 14 matches to redeem yourself, mate. Mate, I love you. I think you're a cracking player, but you need to turn up for these last 14 games and get that message across. And hopefully, if you turn up, everyone else will, because you are absolutely crucial. And then you have my blessing to leave and go and join who you want. It'll be a firm handshake and it'll be a goodbye. These are 14 games that basically determine whether you're going to be booed or not when you come down to Dean Court. People, you know, there's a select audience that still boo Matt Ritchie, and you know, he did wonders for us, and his left foot was possibly one of the best left foots we've seen in a long time at AFC Bournemouth since, I don't know, Jamie Vincent, Paul Morrell. You need to prove us wrong. You absolutely need to. I don't know. I just get so frustrated when I see silly comments like that. You look a little bit petulant. And if your head's been turned, you know, put in the hard yards to get the move that you want. Don't be spoilt about it. And I don't think media interviews like that do you any favours at all. And if you do leave under a cloud, I suppose, you know, why would you worry about a few thousand fans at a small club think about you? You know, maybe you don't, which indicates it is more about you than the team. But I would like to think that you're not that player, because in the majority of interviews, you've been articulate, you've tried. I think there have been games that, you know, you've been having great performances and the team have been guilty of not putting in the same effort as you. And I can imagine it can be a little bit disheartening at times when you're played in certain positions that you don't like. But you know what? I just want you to be a team player for these last 14 games for the club and see where it can take us. A bit frustrated with that. However, you know, we've got to put it behind us as fans. I don't want anyone to be booing on Saturday. No way. Misguided comments, naive. He is young, but I just want us to just get behind every single player, because at the moment the team is more important than our operation for one individual. All right, I'm overreacting even by doing this video. You know, that's where the kind of snowball effect comes from. It's like, and you know what? There is a danger that his comments were perhaps slightly taken out of context. Perhaps they were certainly misguided. If you sort of look on the flip side, maybe what he actually meant to say was, I haven't been good enough. But I think there's sometimes over-articulation that comes out of Ryan Fraser's mouth has led him down this horrible path where he's basically said, well, I got paid lots of money and I didn't put any effort in. It's provoking an interesting reaction online, and I for one am a bit frustrated at the timing of it, but you know, whatever happens, we need to come together. Saturday's a huge game. There'll be a preview piece out tomorrow with Jeff. He chatted to Villa fan Rob Suckling as well, so check that out in the card at the top of the screen. And also, yeah, we're going to be outside the ground on Saturday afternoon. I'll be doing a vlog as well. So yeah, let's just move on. Up the Cherries. Have a good Thursday.